So, recently I went on holiday for a week and I had decided to take my beautiful midnight blue DSi XL with me to play Dragon Quest IV in the evenings after I spent the day on the beach. But I made one big mistake. Can you spot what is missing from here? Let me help you. I forgot my charger for the DSi. Yes. But I not realized this until I flipped the DS open on the first evening. At that moment, I knew that I messed up. My evening sessions with this old school RPG are probably gone. So, what now? Was this thing just gonna die in 2 days and ruin my trip? I'm going to stare at the blank screens thinking about the cool quest, what I could do? Or could I make it last? But without a charger? How? But in that moment, an image sparked into my mind from my earlier video about my DSi XL. Nowadays everybody talks about the new Switch and the Steam Deck, but do you remember how crazy the DSi XL battery life really was? How many hours you could play with this thing? Take a look at this picture, it is crazy. So I made a quick calculation, and even with the screen on the third brightness setting I could do between 9 and 11 hours. But if I managed to play with the screen brightness turned all the way down, the playtime could be around 13-17 hours. That is insane. So this is exactly what I did. I played in a room which is not completely dark, but on the second lowest level the brightness was perfect to see everything and save a massive amount of battery life. And I actually managed to squeeze out 1 to 2 hours of playtime every single day. But here's the thing, I wasn't just playing some light puzzle game, I was grinding in Dragon Quest. Yes, I know what you are thinking right now, I keep saying in my videos that I hate grinding, and yes I do, but with Dragon Quest it was alright. But I will talk about this in my later review video. So, in Dragon Quest there are random encounters, beautiful graphics on both screens, constant battles, saving, loading, so I was just using the DS every night. And it still refused to die. Day 4 came and the battery is still hanging on. By this time it went down to 2 bars, and I know that the DS battery indicator is not so precise, so the actual battery level could be lower, and from this point it could drop so much faster than from the full indicator. But would it survive the whole week? I need to change my strategy here. Absolute minimum brightness, which is possible to play. No sound, however, I don't know if the lack of sound made a difference, but I needed every single drop from the battery as the game started to get interesting. This was pure old school discipline, like running the Game Gear from batteries. Jeez, do you remember that? Well, day 6 came and the battery was almost empty. I thought, this is it is over. I thought, well, I already had 6 days, so that is not that bad, but I still wanted to play, continue my quest. At this moment, I was really curious that the Nintendo handheld from 2010 actually outlasts my entire holiday. Okay, to be fair, when I bought it last year, I bought a high quality battery and charged it at home before I packed my stuff, so this was definitely an advantage for me. And on the final day, 7 days in, it was still clinging to life, 1 silver of red left. And it still turned on. I managed to play it every night and a bit in the daytime as well. It's unbelievable. So, back at home, I finally plugged it in. The small orange charging indicator lighted up and a small relief went over me. I love this thing, and the 3DS is even more better. I was thinking what other device today could survive a full week of use without ever being charged. I have a first gen Nintendo Switch and a Steam Deck as well. According to Nintendo, it could last between 2.5 and 6.5 hours. Let's say that I play some indie games with the Wi-Fi Bluetooth off and the brightness down. It might last the Switch a few days, but not the whole week, for that is sure. The Steam Deck is similar, very dependent what kind of game I play, but these consoles are not comparable to the DS, bigger screens, more complicated and power-hungry hardware. And nowadays everyone has a USB-C charger, so I just could use one to charge up the Switch or the deck. So, the DSi is a battery beast, and I finally appreciate it more than ever. Of course, if I had to use it next to a pool or some very bright areas, it would not last this much, and I had to make compromises, but I still could play. I put a lot of hours into Dragon Quest, and the DSi was handled it very well. And the pro tip, if you still have your DSi, charge it up, see how far it can take you. And hey, don't forget the charger next time if you go to a trip.